Yes. Horrible, horrible movie. Nice. Terrible message about jazz. Salut Louis. Hello, hello. So earlier today we did a little video with Michael 45 about our top 10 of 2022. Yeah, number 10 is playing. Of course, those of you who followed me for quite a while, I tend to take my time with these tops, but like with Michael, I'm actually I'm late on doing my top of 2021, which will come eventually soon. I have a technical issue, but yeah, it's gonna be solved. Yeah, so basically the 10 records that I spoke about on Michael's were hello Ed and Eddie and Chris. Yeah, records that like I feel confident that I don't know where exactly they will stand in the end in a list, but I feel confident they will be in the list. Because that's the thing. Like so often when you do your list of the year before the year is even concluded, firstly you're missing a few things like like this. But also, you get caught up with the moment and the excitement and the pressure of having to deliver an opinion. It's not how it should be done, in my opinion, but it's fine. So this came out quite a while ago, in the beginning of the year, if I remember correctly. And yeah, still to this day, I find excitement, joy, and an urge to get back to it. It's not a one-trick pony. And it was nice that this past month this came out. This is of course for the fans, because this is limited to 300 copies. A year ago, unreleased track from the same sessions, I think. Sounds very close and very good. It would have been one of the better tracks on the album. The Actress remix is alright. For those who don't know who Actress is a British electronic music composer. He started out in house music in the mid. Where did I put my phone? In the mid 2000s. Oh, I should mute my phone if I find it. Can someone call me? No? Yeah, maybe I forgot. Anyways, yeah, Actress has been doing some interesting stuff on the edge of electronic dance music and just music. And he seems to be behind a lot of very exciting names, aliases, mysterious names of late, such as Michael G. Blood. He just might be Romance, if I'm being honest with you. Like it sounds like it could be him. All right, I missed a few of your comments, guys. Dreamscape. Yeah, thank you. Happy New Year. Mike, yeah, impressive record all around. Chris, yeah. I made for those who didn't see, like I made a small announcement about the stream, as I usually do, and I asked the question: how many times have you been on Discogs today? Huh? Yeah. It took a little while to settle in. I think that 333's Avatar might be the cover of a Dean Hurley record, if I remember correctly. The Illusion of Safety, Dan Burke. I love him. I almost bought a record of his a couple of weeks ago. Et Marcos, Rev. Salut Pinot. C'est Ludwig, hein, Pinot. I knew you'd like it, Rev. This is my honorable mention from the stream. Double album, at least 4 great tracks on it, but more, obviously. It's just I'm very picky. Okay, but do you see why I could believe that? Good question. Ah, Chaponinzo, ok, d'accord. Of course you wouldn't like that, Fred. You're too old for that. Wow, you did good. You found it in an actual shop. That's kudos. How much? Hey Jim, Happy New Year. I hope the family's doing better. Yeah, in the wild, that's crazy. That record, they did very few of them. Are you based in the UK? Ryan, I don't remember. Oh. Oh, so you're in the US, right? I think. There's a US copy of the other album, the one that I'm getting next week, at $90, which is a great price for it, unless you got it, Ryan. Is that, yeah. Yes, just take a phone. So yeah, so this Lightning in a Twilight Hour is Bobby Brennan, and not just him, it's also Anne-Marie Davis, and also the former bass player of the Field Mice. A band I was just slightly too young to be into, but I was really into, let me see. In the 90s, the people behind this were doing this band, Northern Picture Library, which is basically, in my opinion, the Field Mice being influenced by the zeitgeist. So My Bloody Valentine, Sea Feel, and such. And there's an album, this EP is great, but there's an album of it that is really good, but it was difficult for me to find. And Bobby was, who sometimes watches this, was nice enough to send me a white label test pressing of it without the cover, so I I drew my own cover of it. I posted it on my Instagram a long time ago, but yeah, that could be cool to listen to this. Yeah, I saw that. Good on you, Ryan. That's a good price. They usually go for more than that. But yeah, if you want to do it, just try. I don't think I explained that actually ever on my show. For about 18 years, I had a radio show in Paris, a weekly one, every Friday night. Before that, I had another show when I was a teenager, also on Friday nights, and then on Sunday nights. And on FM radio. So this is kind of, for me, a continuation of doing that, except I was paid back then. But yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, I was writing for magazines about music, so I was the editor later to a music mag in France, and that's always been my drive, like uncovering the new stuff, the relevant stuff, and trying to understand it through history. So the same people 25 years before, 30 years before, maybe. Yeah, this is 30 years old. If you look it up, Alaska album by Northern Picture Library on Discogs, you will recognize this cover, but not exactly. Yeah, it's a very nice track. If you were into indie at the time, you understand what I'm saying, I hope. Oh, because I had a band here with a Swedish guy, and we were touring a lot, so one had to move. Hello Richard. Salut Danny. Salut. So tonight I'm gonna play. I picked up a few records on the shelves in the main house, and I have all the library here. But if you guys want me to go somewhere, like this is the night where it's gonna be more like that than usual. What special skills? No sex, huh? Yeah. I used to. Okay, let me put something on. Maybe something for the bums, huh? This record is gonna go on anyways, but. I've Very Beatles-like, huh? It's a funny record because it alternates like kind of vignette, syphila, ambient stuff and stuff like that, which is good for what it is. Really good. It's kind of like they wanted to do the abstract, experimental stuff, but they had to do the pop stuff for the record label to agree. I don't know, I'm just projecting. To be with you are faith. Yeah, that's us. That is us, I guess. What do you mean, Ivan? We have held each other time. Oh, what was the statement? This will be interesting. Oh yeah. I see that too. I was so silly, so I redrew the cover, redrew even the barcode. But it's maybe a little bit of a schizophrenic album in a way. Hey Jeffrey. Ah, okay. Oh, lots of them. The band I moved to Sweden was my techno band. I'll play some techno tonight. Some good stuff that is not just. Yeah. And when you accept it, and that you want that everything is interesting, then wow. Non, ça va dans tous les sens. Comme d'hab. Attends. Yeah, it's I got some Italian library lined up. Yes, absolutely. Fellow friendly toilet flushers. Great on you. I think the record, I don't think there's any shop of the usual suspects that still carries it. But yeah, that's the beauty of that music, is that however limited it is, unless it's super popular, you got a few months to get it before people realize that, okay, this is actually special. Yeah. Oh, funny enough, I was considering a medicine record today. Library music is let me see. Where did I put my records? Northern Picture Library is not library music. Ah, this is library music. It's my friends who are doing that, what you described. Jesper, Seba, Kari. Weirdly enough, I got my copy from Greece as well. Not royalty free, it's music composed without a specific movie or whatever. Basically, it's sessions by other musicians or a producer, packaged thematically, and then sent for free to production companies of TV, radio, theater, movies. And if the production actually ends up using the music, cueing the music to image, then they have to pay royalties. Ah, Golden Girls, the Orbital remix. Maybe I can find it. It's a great one. Ah, nice. With the yin yang cover, right? Hey Mark, nice to see you. Yeah, and now it's total crap, isn't it, huh? Depeche Commode. Now it's become something so weird. Adam, a lot of the music he was making in the early 90s, mid 90s, I think was ghost produced by Jesper Dahlbeck, DK7. Yeah, this is an insanely good jazz record. It's described as free jazz, experimental, but it's fucking groovy. Play some library after, unless someone wanted to ask me if you could have a request. If you have a request and I can oblige, there's still the tipping jar if you can in the description. I got some upcoming targets that aren't gonna be easy to obtain, but yeah, you guys have been very helpful with that, so it's becoming a teamwork almost. Ed White, guten Abend. Yeah, it's not far away. Oh, actually, I'll play something for you. Yeah, if you go on Discogs, you figure out there's so many Greek shops that have the same stock. So that Masahiko Togashi record, I checked it before. Not super expensive, but most copies are in Japan. There's one copy in the US for $50, but lots of copies in Japan for around 20-25. René Roussel. This is a secret weapon. I'm pretty sure I'm the one who entered that in Discogs years ago. It was a library record ignored by the library heads. And I got it for €5, I think. Yeah, at La Dame Blanche, classic music record store. Classical. They would almost pay me to get it, to take it away from them. It's all about the piano that is coming soon. I don't have that one, unfortunately. I'm not the biggest Can fan. I love everything around Can. The solo stuff from Irmin Schmidt, Oliver Shukai, more than the Can stuff. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm so happy that people are starting to realize, to discover him. For years, I was preaching in the wind, but now it seems I'm not crazy. Very high frequencies in this track, huh? Almost, yeah. Here's the description. It's the first track. Great syncopation there. Mike is our, how should I put it? Our beloved contrarian, more than me. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. This is from, I don't know, they don't say when it's from, but probably late 70s, maybe early 80s. I think there's a bootleg 12-inch featuring that track. That is so good, this track. There's another track that is like Detroit techno, Carl Craig. I'll play it. Well, you're a hater, Mike. You have to, I like you, but sometimes... Exactly. Yeah. Let me put that other track. I don't remember that it was so high pitched. Maybe there's a slight issue with the connection here. Let me see. No, it's hard. Love Station. Wait. Isn't that like a German techno thing? Isn't that I remember the name says something, but I might be completely off. There you see, then it's all good. I think Can were probably at their best when you saw them live, though, I must say. Because they rock, they fucking rock. I'll play something Can related, actually. An insanely cheap record, totally underrated. Oh no, that's not the track. Oh, okay, I made a mistake. Sorry, guys. Here it is. This one is even more so, but you got the gist of it. Tell me, Love Station, what is it again? This is... Okay, yeah. I remembered it was like housey techno something. Is it the guy from Paranoid London? There's one track, if it is them, there's one track of I really like the aesthetic. It doesn't go the whole way to me. This is like super horny, hedonistic raw house, if it's what I remember. La la. It's incredible how much you're missing sometimes, Fred. Sometimes you're so getting it, and sometimes... This track is called... Manigance. Jackie Beside on the drums from Can. Yeah, no, not much bass. You're missing something there, Fred. '95 till now, yeah.
Just one look at the things that you do. You're enchanting. I don't know what you do, but you're casting a spell on my soul when you do. You got me under control.
So this is an insane lineup. This is Gabi Delgado from DAF, Deutsche Amerikanische Freundschaft, with Stefan Wittwer on most tracks there, but also Manfred Schuf, Jackie Liebezeit, Holger Schukai on some tracks. Yeah.
Is it love? Is it sex? Let me know your secret. Is it you?
Which ones?
Is it you?
Hey, cool. Nice seeing you.
How I love it. How you do it. How I love
Yeah.
how you do it.
Dark industrial techno.
The spell.
Been there.
When you do. You got me under control. Yes, you got me.
Anyone remember this?
Serious. I'm addicted to your love. 'Cause it's precious. It's so precious. How I love when you love me. Use your powers on me. You are casting a spell on my soul when you do. You got me under control. You got me under control. Under control. I'm addicted. When you love it. Muchacha.
Sorry, okay. Yeah, Cole was talking about industrial techno. Yeah, in many ways, yeah. Yeah, that was an early Luke Slater name, Clementine. Very good. Exactly. It is. It's interesting to see how the crowd rock musicians during the 80s, how they managed to still be very relevant in the background, mostly playing for other musicians. It's complicated. Now I'm good. The one thing you really need to never do is play film music, movie soundtracks. That will get you instantly blocked. Yeah. Yeah, that was good. Okay. Haha. Michael. I'll play some strange KLF if I can find it. '90s techno, Stasis. For me, this is my favorite British techno for the '90s. Not necessarily the stuff for the dance floor. This is almost like this is too chill to play on the peak time dance floor, but it's so beautiful. It's kind of like Detroit inspired. It's like Detroit techno by way of the UK. I love it. Stasis has a quite interesting catalog. I used to be a completist with him, but he was worth it. Anyone remembers that? The America version, very different, crazy. So, for those who don't know about KLF, KLF is basically the band from the UK that made techno mainstream. Their album, The White Room, this is the album that really put techno on the map on TV in 1991. Yeah, before that they had this, which was an ambient album and an homage to Pink Floyd, as you can say. And as someone who knows everything about everything always says, there's always a Beatles connection. So KLF is Bill Drummond and Jimmy Cauty, of who were part of early punk bands of the Liverpool scene, alongside Budgie from Susie and the Banshees. And they were into, there was also the band Pink Military, big in Japan, and Ian McCulloch from the Echo and the Bunnymen, another Liverpool band. At first they rejected all of that and said it was crap, and then they wanted to be part of it. But it all came together with the track I'm gonna play next. So I hope it was not too much of a boring history lesson. Absolutely. Ah. Yeah, it's great music. And also there was an art aspect. Just look it up quickly if you don't know. They burned £1 million as an art performance, which is insane. And they had the best performance at any music award TV show at the Brit Awards in 91 or 92. It's insane. But What Time Is Love, one of the biggest singles of KLF, the Echo and the Bunnyman remix of that. Have you heard that before? Huh? Yeah. Absolutely great work, that label. Aryan Aquarians, yeah. It's not great, but it's cool. Oh. We'll figure out something.
Where the kids gonna go?
Yeah, but you have to understand that, like, to remember, KLF was before, and they stopped in 91, like basically when the orb really started. So okay. Well, it used to be super cheap.
Well, this is what's happening now.
I just said the magic word. Early days.
See? The Echo and the Bunnyman guitar. That's quite weird. That's quite cool. DDPD, Happy New Year to you too. Ed, yes, write something about it. Enlighten us. Such a cool version. Sure, the beats, it's like early 90s British breakbeat techno, but yeah. They were more interesting. They were very interesting in many ways. I agree, like I wouldn't play KLF in the clubs nowadays, apart from a very specific concept. This track though is sure. Ah, yeah. Yeah, KLF is more of its history, nostalgia, and some really good ideas. I have some. They have some mashup EPs with not Kim Wilde, but anyways. That's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is because the bass drum still takes over the break beat. Fortunately, the break beat for me is I can't anymore. He is one of our beloved contrarians. And he has quite a lot of sorrow in his life because of football, but a lot of joy as well, every now and then. Okay, I don't think I listened to that one. Huh? Remind me of that. Moo moo. Yeah. So this is something a little more less traveled. Now we're listening to the track by Jacques Bérocal and Friends on the great French label NATO. This is Jacques, by the way. Amazing guy. He was a guest in my radio show a couple of times. Trumpet player from jazz scene in the late 50s, early 60s, but he went punk in the 70s. Really punk, more punk than the punks. And this is a concept album around like 6 different music ensemble or musicians imagining music for a Hitchcock sequence. British British Summertime Ends is a band where Clive Bell is in. Clive Bell, probably the biggest, the most historical writer of Wire magazine. This is just amazing. And Joël Léandre is really good. This is the TARDIS, Jeffrey. Looks small from the outside, but ça va. Oh, absolutely. Pierre Schaeffer's music is more theoretical. It's more about the ideas, but Guy Rebel, amazing, absolutely. Guy Rebel is musique concrète royalty. Hello, David. Yeah. And there's a Nurse Susan connection. Rock and roll station. By the way, as a lot of you really got into the cut stuff, I was happy to this week to get
in the kitchen
this.
in the garden.
Lena Filatova, who is Cut, she sent me this with a little note, with a nice Christmas wishing. And I only did like 30 copies of this, so yeah, that's gonna be my little gift for the Cut fans here.
What is a fat lady doing? What is a fat lady doing?
Yeah, there are the two new ones. They just came out. They're good. The Daniel Teruggi and the Beatrice Ferreira, I think. But I'm not getting them. I don't need everything, and they're not. They've done better, in my opinion.
Is Mr. Taylor on a ship or on a plane?
I have everything from catalog. Everything. It's I'm obsessed with them. Which is the Jacques Bérocal. I don't know. That would be interesting. Jeffrey. This record is still under the radar. And it's quite diverse, really worth your while. Ah, quand même. Sorry, Helena. Oops. The closest I did to that Sava is a long time ago. I did a video for Davis, for Fred Perlman. For Fred, he did so I kind of explained that too. Yeah, come here and help me, Randy. You're the best one for that, right? That's your job, your work, your skill, your trade. Salut Alex, bonsoir. So right now, yeah, it's this laugh cut of Lena Filatova, who is Kot. And yeah, now I do have everything Kot that exists on vinyl, with one tiny, well, one thing that you might see soon if I manage to find a copy. Yeah, and Hungary, yeah, like from the other side of the curtain, yeah. The thing is that on it was quite cool, but I like her voice so much. She reminds me so much of Rosie from Pram. And how punk is this, huh? Toy instruments, getting your lyrics from a book, putting out on an acetate. That's the packaging. And this little, like, almost like a library card. Next, because it's true that quite a lot of you who are coming here, you like your techno and electronic music, which we're not that many to regularly talk about that in the VC on YouTube. And I always have, I must confess, yeah, it's, I always am a little bit, not reluctant, but I'm not sure about like going all in with that. But next I'm gonna play one of, maybe my favorite track by one of the two techno producers that I still think are relevant and have a history, that have been doing stuff for a long time and who have managed to stay relevant for the most part. Yes. And one of them is Terence Dixon, aka Population One from Detroit. And the other one is also from Detroit, even if he lives in Holland nowadays. Thanks to Trump, he moved to Europe because of that. And here is Nowhere by DJ Bone. 10-inch. Yeah, Jeff Mills is good. Jeff Mills is still good, sometimes. Bodo! Jaguar is not Jeff Mills. Still. Hey Dave. Wow. Wow. Yeah, this was. This. For those who missed it, yesterday evening on the Michael Kilmer's stream, we did a noise session, improv. It was pretty funny. Okay, it's still up, I think. That bass. Woo. No, I don't have that. I'll play. Now I'll play some. Very important and historical and mythical Detroit techno that if you have a bias against techno, that one should not be too problematic. It's very old. It's Derek May with Call Craig production. Salut Vibrasonic. Yeah, last one. Vibrasonic from Lyon. My second favorite city in France. So this is really, I guess, the essence of what Detroit techno is. All these sci-fi pads. Yet Detroit techno is very romantic. There's a fascination about outer space that I personally interpret as, well, Detroit was a hard city for black people with the police, racism and everything, and it's a way to look out, to flee. And there's lots of references to the Terminator and all that, Skynet. And basically the quest for beauty through technology. No. I think that was, yeah, a little bit different than my scene. Yeah. Derek May. Ah! Nice. No, this is techno. Yeah. Well, this is from '88. This is 35 years old now. It's not a young man's game anymore. Huh? Luder, just imagine Laurent playing that at peak time. Wow. Yeah, there was that, of course, and the whole story with electrifying Mojo. I spent a lot of time with, I spent time with Jeff Mills, with Mad Mike, Robert Hood, Carl Craig. The only one I never met was is Juan Atkins. I met him, but I never talked with him. Hey, Toffe. Hey. Yeah, this is Derek May. Derek May is one of the earliest Carl Craig assistants. Yeah, exactly. Slow Thrope, thank you so much for your little donation today. And you gotta see that there is a connection between this and jazz as well. Like Underground Resistance with Mad Mike made no secret of that. I wasn't. I know him, I respect him, I've exchanged with him, and yeah, I think we come from, I have a little bit of a different perspective. He's very important for many reasons, but I don't think his music, his production is going anywhere I'm interested in. But as a DJ, of course, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely essential techno album, indeed. And now, the record everyone should have in their record collection. I never say stuff like that, because I don't believe that. But in this case, I kind of believe it. More dance floor, Carrie. Nice. Thanks. It's 2 songs in a row there. First one was solo, now it's talking about noise. Next one is so this is the Okora. This is the second pressing. Someone nicked my first pressing of this, but yeah, this record is amazing. It's there's one track on this that for me sounds almost like a Tom Waits prehistory. I'll play it after this. This is so good. I could, yeah, okay. Yeah, Okora, exactly. Yeah, I think it was. Oops. Ooh. No, it was fine. I'll just quickly play this. If you like stuff like Tom Waits, I personally don't like him too much, but tell me what you think. Hey, Auguste.
Kandi niyo navutse ndakumbuye rubanza abagomba kumubaza ndababaye gitata aho nyine kinya kuguma ndamwemera imbakanyumva aho nyine ngo yambabye ahira bakaba kumubangwa ahiramba hambira ingege ahirakura nakizigenzaga arugombe rugende.
Yeah, also very. Yeah.
Akira boro nawe yangira warambabiye omungu kwafika hondo ambaye wabaye bwami.
Yeah, but I think it's still up. I think he kept it. He doesn't erase them. Yeah. Archaic Chinese, world music, Calvin, you've been cancelled. Richard. Yeah, when you start to get into digging these records, it's so rewarding because so much of it is cheap and there's so much to really expand your horizon. Next one is a record on the Belgium-French label called Kamikaze, and it's a compilation called Noises. As you can see, Ariel Calma and Marc Moulin. I just wanted to play, like, one side is more stuff like French folk, really good. And then I'll play some of the Ariel Calma side. Funnily, I never noticed. Like this is. This is the original, of course. I think there might be a reissue of recent, but this was.
Soleil entouré des nuages, rose, rose du jour, presque couché. Soleil entouré des nuages, rose, rose du jour, presque couché. Soleil entouré des nuages, rose, rose du jour, presque couché. Soleil entouré des nuages, rose, rose du jour, presque couché. Soleil entouré des nuages, rose, rose du jour, presque couché. Soleil entouré des nuages, rose, rose du jour, presque couché. Soleil entouré des nuages, rose, rose du jour, presque couché. Maintenant, il fait noir.
And often, musique concrète guys like Guy Rebel, I think he actually went. Jean Schwartz as well. There were sound technicians recording this kind of stuff. So here's the Ariel Calma track here. Thank you, Sean. Sean just tipped the tipping jar. Always, always much appreciated, guys. Oh, I see now. I missed it. Christopher and Nico, iCube. Thank you, guys. Funny. There's a connection with iCube in a way, since Ariel recently did an album, a record with Gilbert, the boss of iCube's label. Ariel Calma is a French hippie. He was trained in avant-garde electronic music in the early 70s, and he moved to Australia. He also did his stuff in France before. He was an early field recording artist, new age, fourth world, outsider music, using the saxophone, as you can hear. And he's amazing. There are two box sets of his stuff on Aguirre, maybe actually. But that label, Kamikaze, was run by Marc Moulin from Placebo, the Belgian pop prog band. Ah, nice, Bet. Bat, thank you so much. Thank you. Bat donated a little bit. Yeah, Fitoussi, Jonathan Fitoussi is the guy behind the Transversal label we've been talking about a lot of late, doing these amazing archival releases. And his first album with Clément on Versatile. Thank you again, Bat. Is I have it somewhere here. Is some of the best Buchla music I've heard. Edward, thank you, Edward. Yeah, some of it is really cool. Hey, Uli. I'm getting lots of messages from Batmanian. I'll read them after and I'll get back to you, Bat. So this is a long track by Ariel Kalmar, who is well worth really checking out and looking up his discography, but also his story. His life is quite amazing. Hello, Tom. Happy New Year to you. Nice to see you coming by. No. What do you mean, Bodo? A cover of a song by someone else? Can someone time out Calvin Wazoo? Hey, Michael. So by popular request, an album I played recently, but as I featured it in my top 2 favorite records of this year, this will mix it nicely, I think.
They don't want with us on the red route. What they want with us on the red route. They don't want what they want with us on the red route. Proof it now, my name. No, I'm not in the game. Wasn't on the space mission. Closer to McNair. They probably let me float, probably let me go. Laws don't serve me here. So what is gonna change? In another light system, my skin get in the way. Yeah,
wow, Bodo, I had no idea.
What they want with us.
It's fine.
They don't want what they want with us on the red.
Yeah, he had cancer, but he seems to be better now.
They don't want what they want with us on the red.
Yeah.
Space is not the place, no, and a spell of chains. That's all I can.
Let me think a second about it.
Hey,
Faust.
I can feel the rain. Hope they fly the good ways. My soul cannot escape. No, this is by design. Or we find a new prison. So pardon my dismay. I can't afford my seat anyway. What they want with us on the red. They don't want what they want with us on the red. What they want, what they want, they don't want, they don't want, they don't want, they want with the song forever.
Interesting album. I think it actually has aged pretty well. It's more interesting now than it used to be. Uh, or maybe I was not ready for it back then. I was thinking about you, Tom. You probably know it. I didn't even check if you had anything to do with it. I don't think so, but I don't know why, but it made me think of you. The packaging of that is great because he has a fascination with 78s, and you get this like an old fancy 78 RPM record. Yeah. I know. Hey Joe, well, you'll have to rewind. Here's a little. It's a track I wanted to play yesterday and mash up for Michael Pilmer's stream. In my mind, this is like this is my Devo. Yeah. Oh man, I want that now. So where should I go now, guys? We have a good half an hour left. Maybe a little more, we'll see. Yeah, Chris Jeffs, Xylob. I'm not the biggest fan of his music, often, but this track, for me, I don't know. House music, huh? Oh, yeah, short track, sorry. Yeah, let's. Yeah. Ah, Nico. Yeah. He has some really good stuff. The stuff he did with Astrobotnia, Silobotnia, wow. Ah, missing my cue again. Yeah, we talked on Michael's stream. Someone made a mention of Emmanuelle Paronin, so I thought I'd play her the album I see the least amount of people talk about, and I understand why, of course, but because it's an unreleased album it's kind of an archival release. It is her album on Souffle Continu. It was never released before. It also features Bruno Meni, who was her partner for many years. So Emmanuelle playing the viol de gambe. the hurdy-gurdy. And that's Bruno. This is from 78, by the way. Yeah. Obscure Brazilian stuff. Uh-huh. Ah, I have an idea. Pelé. Oh, that's true. And Viviane. Something weird. As Simon Fisher Turner, I played every week for 2 months now. Yeah, this is from 2017. One of the very first records from Le Souffle Continu. You want weird music, huh? Yeah, it is good, yeah, Joe. Yeah. Marcos, this is Emmanuel Paronin. Jack Rose, I have some of his stuff. I'm more into, you know, Glenn Jones, but I like Jack Rose. I might have some of. Also, some Richard Bishop. Okay. Of course, Constant Mirianou. Let me see. I might have some Constant Mirianu. I have some weird music. Oh yeah. Here you go. A really good album of his. I have like 4 or 5 of his. Now something weird. Or not totally weird, but old school UK hardcore. Like some of the deepest UK hardcore, D-Living. Yeah, maybe we could play some Constant Mirianu. This is good. This is such a weird record because this is like from 93, 92, 93, and it's both, of course, UK jungle, but it's also UK, it's coming from the hardcore, but it's also garage, UK garage, like 6-7 years before. Wow. Yeah, that is indeed. Yeah, exactly. I hope that Seashell and Luder and 333 can appreciate this. This is a very rare. And I'm sure a lot of you wish it keeps it stays rare. Exactly. For me, I always picture that time as like the Shep Nunes, Latin Rascal, Mantronics of the UK. It's that kind of music, but for the UK culture with the sound system, Jamaican music. Yeah. I'll show you. It's there's no cover.
Life is all about sex more than murder.
Women so it is like just a bunch of people, but Terry and Craig Smith. Who knows? Terrible, like very basic artwork. This was probably done by a DJ. I bought it second hand at what's the name of that shop in London? Big shop, quite outside. Lots of they have this wall, very high wall with only like dance music. I think it's an Asian guy who runs it, if I remember correctly. And now we're listening a little bit to Costin Mirianu. There's a series of 4 LPs on Polyart. It's Romanian music, by the way, but this was released in France, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Polyart is the label. I think it was run by what's the name of the sax player? I played him a few times. So there's a series of 4 LPs with similar design but different colors, and 2 of them are essential. One is good and one is cheesy, in my opinion. LIM. I play UK music and you turn up, huh? Or I just played. Yeah, so Costin Miranu's music was quite political, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is from 84. Hey. Yeah, exactly, Daniel Kienzi. There's one Daniel Kienzi record that I'm still missing. And yeah, Romanian avant-garde music is high on my list. Yeah, maybe not Paris actually. Maybe I'll tell you. Yeah, that will be. I hope it's not just archival. Some of it can be interesting, rather more than like wow. But I'm ambivalent with David Toop. I think he has the best taste, and a lot of his music falls a little bit short for me. Maybe because he's trying to do too many things at the same time, to cover too many bases. Or that's kind of my take on his music. He did that book that was very important for my generation, Ocean of Sound. Even if I don't think it's a great book, but yeah. The one, Alex, I'm after is, I think, on Electrocard. Yeah. It's one in collaboration with this composer, Oscar Nemescu, or something like that. Sorry if I butchered the name. What is going on? Oh. Very joyful electronic music, whimsical, You got this quasi aquatic feel that is quite nice. Yeah, exactly. Octavian Nemescu. Sorry if I butchered the name. I just don't want to pay $100 for it. Are you on the Instagram, Alex? Or maybe we talked already. Actually, now that I think about it. David Tupia. Yeah. But do you understand where I'm coming from, Tom? I know I'm being critical there, but there are some records of his I love. But the ones that on the paper I should love the most, I don't know. The stuff he did with John Hassel and Techno Animal, Kevin Martin, is so good. The Re-Entry album. Costin. Oh yeah. I got every Johnny Smalley stuff that exists on vinyl. I think. Oh. Yeah. You say it. This is a little bit. It's starting to get strange, isn't it? Yeah, the one on Cramps is amazing. Right, that was a bit freaky, wasn't it? This is a great compilation, great artwork. I'll play it at one point. Yeah. Next one is from my all of our the favorite of everyone here, I think. But something a little bit that people missed out, I think. You're allowed to disagree, by the way, Tom. So, Pauline Oliveros in this compilation. This is a double LP for a festival made in a German monastery, where all the music was recorded in the water tank in the cellar of the building. It's a cheap record. No one has really noticed it. I think I got 3 copies of it. Every time I find it, I buy it. So it's basically Pauline Oliveros on the accordion in a room that has insanely good acoustics, especially for the kind of music she's making. Yeah, I get that. It makes sense. People being polite to each other. Look at the name of the track. Water Tank Software. Okay. Actually, wait. I may be confused now. Which one is it again? It's not the one about Bleep House, right? Good. Oh yeah, Simon Reynolds. Simon Reynolds is this journalist from the New Music, from the Melody Maker or New Musical Express. He did the Bible on post punk. He comes up with concepts, and he's a great writer, a really, really good writer, much better than David Toop in my opinion, from a journalistic perspective. But yeah, no, it's a really good book. Some Dennis Smalley. If I remember correctly, Dennis Smalley used to be part of the electronic music studio of Yorkshire with Trevor Wishart. I believe he's part of the box set of electronic music from York, which I have in the house, which is one of my my totems, my the records you when your ego gets in a little bit and you're like, oh, I have this and I'm happy with myself. Yeah, me too, but Tom, trust me, well, I bought also a lot of this when it was possible, when it was before there was people like me talking about that and sharing references. But there's still a lot that is cheap. But you have to, you probably have to work a little. That's true, and it takes time also. And people have families also. You have to take that in account. It tends to be a young man's game a little bit, which I'm not anymore. But yeah. And it's an important book for sure. Yeah, the double version. Yeah, you might be right, Ed, actually. And about New Zealand, no, like talking about exotic origins, maybe some Cuban electroacoustic music, Cuban pressing. How about that? This is a great record. I think I have every Cuban record of electronic music. it's when I say everything, it's easy to say because there was only one label in Cuba because it was a communist. It is a communist country, and they had a monopoly of state on the publishing of music. So if you've managed to find the info, it often is complete. Yeah, this track is great, but it's very sparse. It's electronic music and processing mouth, voice, pneuma for 5 vocalist players, Chinese gongs and tam-tam, metal bars of different tam, talking drums, tuning forks. Born in New Zealand. Yeah. Here he is. Yeah, something probably doesn't translate that well through the the stream like that, but yeah. You gotta try sometimes, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay, Roberto. Yeah, in a way, yeah. We can retire. Ah, you did. Okay, the Cuban. Okay, yeah. But I have to some contrast before, huh? Getting a lot of avant-garde, extreme, experimental stuff. Geir Jensen. Geir Jensen is Biosphere. Shenzhou. If it's Shenzhou, it's maybe my favorite of his. Marcos, thank you for the tip. Thank you so much. Again, everyone, you can like the video and you can support the channel by leaving a little tip in the coffee jar. I guess, Dom, that where it gets really tricky is when you go deep in. Well, there's jazz, there's avant-garde, folk, indie, whatever, and then there's electronic dance music.
Access denied. Pressure is unequal. Access denied. Pressure is unequal. Access denied. Pressure is unequal.
Of course, I have tons of it. I am tons.
Access denied. Pressure is unequal. Access denied. Pressure is unequal.
Some of my favorite bands are Wire, the Pixies.
Access denied. Pressure is unequal. Access denied.
I love the Kinks. I'm just Sonic Youth. So much like yeah. Bonne année, Alex. Talk soon. Yeah, it's a very nice record. It's probably quite cheap. By the way, Donny Smalley, he has an album that is great. The track of his on this is good, but it's not the best. The Trevor Wishart Anticredos is wow. That is my go-to Wire album. The first two ones, I don't care too much for them, but Ideal Copy. Actually, Ideal Copy is really my favorite. Ideal Copy and 154. I even like the one with the cows after the. So here's some wire. Mhm. And then yeah, the dome stuff. Yeah. Oh, so much wire. Uh, Perrubu, yeah. I like Perrubu. Yeah, they're so good. So not all, but like. This one must have. This one is pretty good. This one is very interesting. What else? This Colin Newman is okay. So it's good actually. This one has got a couple of good songs as well. Yeah. Nico, merci à toi. Let's talk sometime. Let's find a way to talk. I've been thinking about you lately. It would be nice to catch up. So this is a certain a credible eyewitness from Italy. Some of the best electro of the 2000s, in my opinion. Well, when I moved, it wasn't. It was a life-changing thing because I think I may have even more, like, I have more books. They take less space in a way, but barely. I have, so many books. Oops. All right. I'm not at my best at pacing it today, huh? Sorry, guys. Let's go to Cuba a little bit then. Super eerie avant-garde electronic. Not the best pressing, but you get the idea. Electro, really, and what I like about the Credible Eyewitness is that he has his own harmonic system, and he of course you hear it's coming from the tradition of electro, but it's a little bit his own thing. I interviewed him, and he's a weirdo, real strange guy. I think probably on the spectrum. And he has vanished now, but yeah. That would, yeah. Cool, rooted dub music. What do you mean, exactly? You have to imagine in Cuba with all the blockade, just to get the gear, probably had to build everything from scratch, being sent blueprints from Russia, father of Cuban electroacoustic music is called Juan Blanco. He was also a composer. He wrote orchestral stuff, and his son is on this, Juan Marcos Blanco. Also quite interesting. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Actually, I know what you could start with. Yeah. What's the name of? You know, they're also called Creation Rebels. Help me out, Adam. There's one album I have in the main house that is solely based on processed water sounds. And I think it's called Agua Territoriales. It's pretty good. Yeah, but Dom, what is the name of, like, Creation Rebel only did one album, I think, and they had 3 or 4 albums. Oh no, the split album of Creation Rebel with that other band. What are they called again? With a female singer, I think. I have some of them. The name escapes me. It's a long, convoluted name. But dub, okay. New Age steppers, exactly. Yeah, exactly. One of the greatest dub songs for me is unfortunately not on vinyl. It's from that album from Techno anymore called Re-Entry, featuring John Hassel and David Toop. So good. I've been thinking about doing a video about my favorite CDs that don't exist on vinyl. Okay, let's play some dub. Oh, that's a good one, Tom. That's a really good one. Yeah, Ari. This is the opposite of what you were asking for, by the way, Marcos. This is digidub. Which doesn't mean that it's digital in production, but yeah. is Swedish actually. This is a band called yeah, Eco Roots. Oh yeah. Yeah. No jacket, but I'll show you the label.
Dirty South, dirty, can y'all really feel me? East Coast, feel me. West Coast, feel me. Dirty South, dirty, can y'all really feel me? East Coast, feel me. West Coast, feel me.
Boy, I've been watching you like a hawk in the sky. You are my prey. Boy, I promise you, if we keep bumping heads, I know that one of these days we gon' forget it. Probably talk on the phone, but see, I don't know if that's good. I've been holding back this secret from you. I probably shouldn't tell it, but if I let you know, you can tell me right. Are you responsible? So much is hanging out. Is it my fault? Is it your fault? Say yes, yes and no. 'Cause I need somebody. Tell me I had somebody. Boy, won't you pick me up at the park right now up the block while everyone's sleeping? I'll be waiting there with my trunks, my loads, my hat, just so I'm low key. If you tell the world, that would be me. Oh boy, see I'm trusting you with my heart, my soul. I probably shouldn't let you, but I let this go. You can't do right not to my love. I hope you're responsible. How much is it now? Is it my love? Is it your love? So come really good. I know. Say yes or say no. 'Cause I need somebody. Tell you that somebody. If I let this go, you can tell me right.
This is an old Hudson Mohawk bootleg under the name of Hudmo. This is, I don't know, maybe 12-year-old. No. I played Sex by George Michael. I Want Your Sex. Great tune. All right. Yeah. I don't think Sherv watches my streams, but this is for him. Amazing record, super cheap. Very good recording. Quite a lot of like different kinds of songs on this. Yes, George Michael. So that's it, folks. I guess that's the last song for today. And Fawzi Al-Aidi. I love this. I really, really love this. The intro is great, but when it gets going with the flute, oh my god. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Auguste. Thank you guys for stopping by.
أدق الباب يا قلبي على قلبي على قلبي يقوم الباب والشباك والشباك والاسمنت والأحجار وأنت
Merci, Chris. Yeah, it was a fun year, starting doing all these streams, and I'll keep doing them. There'll probably be more videos as well. There'll be other kind of stuff, probably more interviews, and yeah, it's a learning curve also. The sound will keep improving, and you guys have been most helpful. And spread the word, like the video, click on the bell when I finally start to do these more random streams, shorter or longer, whatever. And the tipping jar if you can. It's always fueling the content here in ways you might not suspect. It's really good. And I appreciate I really, really appreciate you all interacting with each other, with me. And I think, it's 2023 soon. The way to share and spread music, of course, it's going to be a little bit different than the past. Never intended for this to become that official and serious, but why not after all? And feel free to comment also in the comments of the videos and to suggest anything. And you can follow me also on the Instagram, as I will do more of that. And now I was pitching hard, wasn't I? Huh? All right, Steve. John, Lily. Salut mon ami. You too, and we hopefully we'll do something, Tom. Huh? I have an idea of something you would be really good to discuss with. Thank you, Jason. Happy New Year to you. Much appreciate you. DDPD.
أينما كنت خذيني كيفما كنت خذيني تحت عينيك خذيني أينما كنت خذيني كيفما كنت خذيني أردي لي لون الوجه والبدن وضوء القلب والعين وملح الخبز.
And congrats to Argentina, hein?
تحت عينيك أينما كنت خذيني كيفما كنت فلسطينية العينين والوشم فلسطينية الاسم فلسطينية الكلمات والصمت فلسطينية الصوت فلسطينية الميلاد والموت فلسطينية كانت ولم تزل خذيني تحت عينيك خذيني أينما كنت.
Thank you, John. Thank you so much.
كيفما كنت خذيني تحت عينيك خذيني أينما كنت خذيني كيفما كنت خذيني أردي لي لون الوجه والبدن وضوء القلب والعين وملح الخبز واللحم وطعم الأرض والوطن.
Bye. Happy New Year.